Forget Peter Sparks. Forget the multiverse. The web slinger is finally back on the streets of New York, and he has never looked better. Spider-Man Brand New Day just hit theaters, and after the massive world-altering scare of No Way Home, this film takes a hard left turn into something far more isolated, grounded, and emotionally brutal. This movie officially kicks off a brand new era for Tom Holland's Spidey. But does it actually deliver a brand new day, or are we just trapped in a Marvel loop? Let's talk about it. Completely
I
spoiler
break it
free.
down, keep it real for the whole damn crowd. Cinema accent. I tell you what's wrong. Cinema accent. I tell you what's.
We pick up 4 years after the events of No Way Home. Peter Parker is an adult now, completely alone, living in a city where his friends, his allies, and the love of his life have absolutely no idea who he is. To cope with that crushing loneliness, he has fully buried himself in being Spider Man full time.
Yeah, so what really stood out to me about this film was that Paco could finally be himself for once, not a little, punk being reliant on Tony Sparks. He finally could be a hard hitting Spider Man, and that's what I really enjoyed most.
The plot centers around a being who has the ability to possess others and have a control over their actions. Spider-Man seems to have an immunity to it when it attempts to jump into him. So pretty much the tension there is Parker attempting to locate who this being is.
But the real emotional drama in this story is the trauma that Parker is experiencing from the disassociation he is having from the life he used to have. Mary Jane doesn't remember him. His best friend doesn't remember him. He is lost in this world. Now, let me say, I was prepared to go into this film and start over again. I thought that it was going to be a fresh start. I thought they were going to have all new characters. Maybe Osborn was going to show up. Maybe Jen Stacy. I wasn't sure. But having them in there, I think it was a good choice. And I also want to say that I legitimately feel like this was the best in the franchise. Not the best Spider-Man film, and I might get some backlash for this, but I'm actually a big fan of Toby. Like straight up, I think those films are really well done. I know the flaws, and I absolutely uh, agree with them, but I do think it was a good film. Not the greatest. In fact, the greatest was The Amazing Spider-Man. I'll stand by that. You want to debate me in the comment section, go for it. But I absolutely would say The Amazing Spider-Man is the best so far. But this film, okay, I kind of get some of the disappoints. There are a few letdowns. There was some mixed emotions, guys. I'm not going to say that it was a amazing film, and this is spoiler free, so unfortunately I'm discreet with what I was disappointed about. I'll say a little bit about how they displayed the main villain. I'll put that. They kind of dropped the ball on that. Other than that, this was overall a good film. I'm going to give it a 3.5, maybe even a 4. Even the bad points, it balanced it out. So overall, it's still a really good movie, and I strongly recommend watching it. And I know there was a few people who had a problem with the new costume, and there also was a large group of people who I feel put the costume up on a pedestal that is undeserving. I do not think it was the greatest outfit ever. Certainly not. In movies, it might be one of the better ones, but definitely not if we are counting comics and video games. There's several Spidey costumes that I would have chose over it. But I also don't think it's awful. It's not trash. I don't mind it. It's what it is, something different. And I will apologize. This was kind of thrown together at the last minute. I wanted to do this video a few days ago, and it accidentally got deleted on my site, and I had to remake it. I was able to rummage through some of the videos on my computer and find some of the classic clips that I had for it, but not everything. It would have been a lot better content, but it unfortunately didn't work out the way I wanted, and that's why the last few ones I'm not in my seat. So just thought I would let you know. I also worked on a video all day today, like literally about 12, 13 hours on another video that was lost. I had been working on it for 4 days, about 8 hours of work. It was about a 15, 20-minute video that was completely, for the most part, lost on the site. I still had it mixed up on my computer, so I had to re-upload it and re-edit it. And that cost me all day. That video should be done tomorrow or in the next few days. So until then, peace out.